All right, Tim Akkerman, welcome to Just CHOPSING podcast.
Hi there.
Finally, we've got a third time lucky.
That's right. But before I'm going to have to close the window because you've got a lot of noisy sounds around it. This is a studio, it has to be quiet. But I put the window open because it's pretty warm over here.
I bet.
I don't have any echo or something.
Okay. You got plenty of guitars, I see.
Yeah,
Yes, I don't have money, but I've got a lot of stuff.
So, Tim Akkerman, Dutch.
Hi there.
Dutch. Let me think. Dutch. What was the right word? Dutch singing sensation, I suppose.
Probably, you name it.
I don't know. I don't really know what the word would be. I mean, now you're in a new band with the Ivy League.
That's right.
Tim Akkerman, the Ivy League.
I have to say it's not the English version because there's the Ivy League band.
Yeah. From
the 60s, but it's not the guys where I'm playing with. So who knew? We didn't have that researched well, so.
Oh, right, okay.
We put it on Spotify. Somebody told me, well, that's great. It's just the old band of the 60s.
That's right.
No, those guys are pretty younger than I am, so they're not 60. Anyway, they're great guys, and we prefer to call it a band.
Oh, right, okay. But we'll go back then to where you started, I suppose. I mean, 1999, you were one of the founder members of Di-rect.
That's right. Yeah, Dutch band.
And you were pretty successful over the coming years then with a few top 10 hits and stuff.
That's right. Yeah. Still glad about it.
Yeah. Because it was such a shock. I mean, I remember because I've been living here since 1999. So.
Really?
Yeah. In the Netherlands.
Yeah, we started.
Yeah. So, and I remember when you quit, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was pretty big news, it was all over the media and.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It was a big. We never thought it's gonna be that big news to people, but it was, and probably a lot of people doesn't thought I will never make that choice to quit the band.
Yeah,
I just started to follow my heart, and after 10 years of a lot of success, I just quit the band because I want to do anything else or something else with kind of sound of music.
Yeah, that's what I heard in the press at the time. Was you wanted to take a bit of a different direction, and
right,
and just really go with your feelings, I suppose.
That's right. Yeah.
And but it was really big. It was a big shock to everybody, I think. But I mean, from 2007, maybe Di-rect were sort of like falling off a little bit. Maybe.
I'm not sure, but well, it's like you can. I may not will compare with the Beatles because they're huge, but they just left about 7 years. So
yeah,
we made it for 10 years. So it's not that hard. And also it's a big dream for every musician to start it like that because we started. We're pretty young. We had a lot of success. You already told, and after a decade, for me was enough. There was no higher level to reach. So. And otherwise, the sound I prefer, like the singer-songwriter or more the Springsteen kind of sound, was taking me over, and it doesn't fit in the form we have with Di-rect. So and also they choose another direction also. So it was a good time to quit.
Yeah, because I see that you're quite a big rock and roll fan as well.
That's right.
And you played with Elvis Presley's backing band, the TCB band.
Right, in Paradiso.
Yeah, it was in the Paradiso. How did you find that?
Well, after all, I was admired because when the moment was there, I didn't realize how special it was because you standing on the stage with all legends, and that time I just would go with everything what happened at that moment in my life was wow, how do you call that? Hard to believe because it was unreal, right? And after maybe 2 years, wow, it dropped all the I played with a TCB band. That's amazing because they're a legend and they've seen the whole world and it's amazing. But now just every day I realize it more than I did at the moment when I played with them.
All right, okay. So you didn't really have at the time, did you have a big wow moment say, wow, I'm stood here with these guys on stage, and
No, not at all. And that's not arrogant, but
yeah,
it was, I doesn't really realize how special it was to play with those guys. I thought, wow, it's great. Oh, they play with Elvis and they did a lot of tours. It's right. And after that, 2 years maybe, I just realized, whoa, wait a minute. I played with some kind of legends on the same, just standing on the same stage with those guys, and they playing. And well, it's about what I said. It's like I'm getting me older. I just realized more that's how special it was.
Yeah. Well, maybe coming from the success of Di-rect, then, you know, maybe you thought you were a little bit on the same level at the time.
No, not at all. No. It more was like the success of Di-rect, or everything would happen in that moment. It's just like a roller coaster. Every day you stand up and something special is coming over you, just overwhelmed. I was too overwhelmed probably. So
okay.
it's not I didn't really realize that the particular moment when I'm standing on the stage with those guys, that's very important and very amazing moment to have it in your life.
Yeah. And then you went on to tour with the Buddy Holly story. Yeah,
that's right. And
did you play Buddy Holly, or
I was you get the broadcast version of it.
Yeah.
It went to England also, and that kind of script we played, and I was the Buddy Holly himself.
Okay.
It was amazing too, because you talk about Elvis. For me, it's Buddy Holly who there's more. Well, maybe just not bigger than Elvis, to be clear, but he wrote his own songs. He produced it on his own. And at the moment in the 50s, he was pretty young. He was 21.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
When he passed away, and it's just he wrote about 170 songs. Well, I'm 40, but I can count, but I don't have 170 songs in all the time I'm writing songs. So it's amazing. And also a lot of huge hits he wrote in a short time. So for me, he's the
groundbreaker
rock and roll. Every rock and roll legend after that, because he might really Elvis Presley, but I think otherwise you will admire him too. He was amazing. Elvis Presley never made his own songs to a single. It was always somebody else who did write the songs for Elvis, or he just bought the songs. And Buddy Holly did it all on his own.
Yeah.
So it's a little big shadow about this guy, because he just of course a lot of people, the musicians know his name, but Elvis is for more people just recognizable, and Buddy Holly not.
Yeah, I mean, Elvis was really the face of rock and roll, wasn't he? And then you had Buddy Holly sort of brought the sound of rock and roll, you know?
That's right, yeah.
I mean, it was roughly, what was it?
Well, it's that.
It was, yeah. Was Buddy Holly a little bit earlier than Elvis?
Yeah, well,
I think so.
Sorry.
Was Buddy Holly a little bit earlier than Elvis?
No, it's the same time.
It was the same time.
Yeah, at the same time. Just there's one moment they meet each other.
Right, okay.
And Buddy Holly would just no. Elvis was first, because I know just Buddy Holly just I like this guy. I want to be just like him. So Elvis was pretty 1 year, 2 years maybe earlier than Buddy Holly did. But if you realize he's 21 and he wrote a lot of huge songs, and wow, it was an amazing tour to do, to be in this kind of wave life.
Yeah, I mean, was that was obviously a national tour in the Netherlands, but did you tour it abroad anywhere?
No, because it's but the law they have, and the productions just only for once in Belgium maybe, but
right, okay.
Not with the thought we're gonna do it in other countries, because they have their own. If you got the German version, you got the English version. The English version just toured the whole Europe.
UK. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Okay, cool. Any questions, Dave?
No, keep going.
He's running away.
He's hiding in the corner today. Usually he does all the talking and I do all the listening. So, but Yeah, because as you know, the last time we got the chance to meet, I went down with COVID, and so I'm still struggling with that a little bit. So I'm a little bit out of breath, and but I'll do my best.
Well,
So
you have
sorry.
you have corona at the moment.
No, I did. I had it about 5 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got really ill, really ill. So
Oh.
now I've just beginning with physiotherapy for my breathing and stuff, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah, I get a bit out of breath, and I cough a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
It's not because I smoke 50 a day; it's because of Corona.
But I do. You didn't hear anything.
So yeah, and you do some. You went on. You did some charity work for War Child.
Yeah, just like get the Mars map also.
Okay, yeah.
It's, that was a great project because they well, I wrote a song and we performed with the from the place I live in, the town The Hague. Another famous people just around this, and well, I was an ambassador, and it's I like the charity thing, and especially War Child because they really got their proof that it's what they do. It's useful to children.
Yeah.
So that's the most charity things. It's hard to believe if they really do what they say.
Yeah.
Watch out! I've really seen with my own eyes, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Are you still an ambassador for them then?
Yeah, still, yeah.
So that's
like normal. Just what like I paid every year.
Okay.
And if they ask me to do something, I will. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
Well, for now it's
10 years.
Yeah, 10, 11 years, like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because once we hope he doesn't need that kind of charity because we're living in a free world, but
yes, like Live Aid, you know.
It's a dream.
They did Live Aid in 1986 to stamp out starvation in Ethiopia.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, there's so much corruption that
it's a totally different discussion we get there, and I've got 3 children, and I'm just I'm very blessed to have it here and to live here, and if you realize that, then you're a happy person.
Yeah, that's right.
Fortunately, it doesn't really everywhere in the world. Just like we have. So
we're very blessed, especially here in the Netherlands. I think. I mean, we live in such a modern country.
That's right, but
you know,
and I travel a lot, and I see a lot of things. I see bad things, I see good things, but most of all, when I'm back home, just realized how the wealth we have and the way we live with each other. So, and there are a lot of Dutch people are complaining their life are ruined by this kind of corona or something else. But if you be honest, you've got your glass on, you see that we live in like heaven.
Yeah.
Not always, but most of the time we do.
Yeah, to be honest, we don't really have much to complain about, do we?
No, I'm just, well, like especially me. I'm living from making music.
Yeah.
Most of the people just have their job next to it because they can afford it, and I can, and I do it for 20 years now. So I'm really blessed about it. I don't realize that very well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, like, we're going to talk about the Corona crisis in a minute, but it obviously affected your role to play Jesus in the Passion, because that was due in 2020, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Last year. It's just not this year, but this year.
Yeah. And then obviously the virus or the pandemic closed everything down. So closed that production down as well. Do you have is there any more plans to go on with that production, or for next year maybe?
The whole cast they have at that moment last year, they send an email with the storage. We have to announce we're not going further with this cast. We're gonna do another kind of way. This year they also already did this with another members.
Okay.
And it's a bit sad, but otherwise I just what I said to the media over here, because a lot of people think, oh, it's it's a sad thing, but I've seen the whole thing. We recorded beautiful pictures. We just already done a lot of things, and then we had a great cast, and we got a great team. So I know what it should be when I was playing Jesus. Otherwise, I had that moment. I had the experience with them. Unfortunately, people can't see what we did, but
Okay.
I can tell you it was amazing. Maybe in the future, who knows? It's not like the world it's over or my career is ended.
No, for sure.
So I'm happy with how it was, and I've seen the how they work, and I've seen the pictures, and it was amazing. And also just I'm always like thinking on the opposite of things. Always looking at on the bright side of things. Well, it's just funny, always looking at the bright side when you're talking about Jesus. But well, it's like that experience to recognize you don't always have the gold in hands. It's like you have to learn about I call it when you just
say it in Dutch, and I might.
Disappointment. I mean, just
right, okay.
You get the disappointment in your life. You have to think around, and that's learned me about to live with that.
Yeah.
And well, the whole calendar just the whole year just turned over. Just every performance we had last year just blown away. For a lot of people did.
For all most
I'm not the
artists.
kind of person who's gonna cry in some corner and wait till it's over. I just went, oh, okay, this happening now. What the thing I can do, what are opportunities, and with that kind of mindset, I learned a lot last year. I really
Okay,
did.
cool. Did you become more creative in that year then?
Well, in kind of way, yes. I always did creative because I like to figure it out and make things, or just make plans. But for now, it was an urgent to do.
Yeah.
And well, it was like what I said. It was just if your whole plans are just ruined, they're gone. They're just like smoke. I was the first one who just thought, okay, what's the thing I can do? What's so I started with in March here in Holland. Just we got the really lockdown. Everybody had to stay home, and well, that's a pretty hard one. But we get like this very well weather, so that's the good thing of it. And on April, I guess, the government just decided to put people around when it was June like that. And I started to play some hometown gigs with people at home with a huge garden, because not at home in the house, but in the garden.
Yeah.
It was a success, because a lot of people thought, it's one in a lifetime I can book Tim to my place. So you don't have to travel. I've got my own like that, and it was a success, because that's the thing what I'm really missed, and you hear a lot of musicians telling about that, because you like the energy of people. I don't like the live stream kind of things, because it's two-dimensional. That's not that attraction you have with people. I like to, if I play a song, I want to see the emotions on people, and I get that energy back, and I would kind of play more sophisticated than I do.
You get more energy from it.
Yeah, it is, and that's the point what I really missed about it. And that's what there was a moment, I have to be honest, there was a moment in November last year, I really broke down, because that was the moment that I realized, well, maybe this thing is going to be longer than we think it's going to happen, and it's going to be harder than you just have your own experience about that. I don't underestimate the illness. I don't underestimate the COVID, but we have to be helpful in the mind, because you're going to make problems in the mind. We're going to make a lot of wrong decisions. So, but then November, I just had a little breakdown, and what's then about 2 weeks maybe like that, and I started all over to write songs. And that's what I'm doing now, just recording a lot of ideas.
Okay, yeah. So I see you're a big Springsteen fan then.
No.
You know, you are. Tim Sings the Boss.
That's right. Yes, he's my most favorite. He's the inspiration of the whole thing. It's not only this sound, it's not only his songs or his lyrics. It's just the guy himself who just made me, give a lot of energy.
Have you ever met him?
No, I wish.
Yeah, because I know he comes to Eindhoven, doesn't he? Because
yeah, I know, but at other fans they just text me or just to give me. But I wanted introduce his personal life.
Yeah.
So if it's happened, it's gonna be a moment that it's announced or it's really I call that
planned.
No, not planned.
Okay.
Maybe planned to somebody else, but I wouldn't. No, but you've got a lot. Maybe you've got well, if there's an opportunity I like, but I don't never want to abrupt this his personal life.
Yeah. But maybe you could be doing a show of Tim Sings the Boss, and then the boss comes on and sings the boss with you.
Well, I really dreamed about that.
Yeah.
We played together, and he brought me on stage, and we did a song together. And it's like when I woke up, I just was crying. Whoa, it was a day. Probably I think this is gonna happen because like the TCB band, I doesn't realize this was very special. Maybe this is gonna happen again, and that's I can see this guy, and I didn't realize how special that is. And after 2 years later, then I was just, oh my goodness, I was connected with Bruce Springsteen. Now it's just I never met him, but I believe he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I think he's an okay guy, you know.
Yeah.
So have you got any more plans to do the Boss tour?
Well, because about COVID, a lot of shows are just washed away, but there are still plans, and but the focus, be honest, is more like the songs we have got of our own.
Okay.
With the Ivy League, but if there's a chance to play songs, I will. Yeah.
Okay. Because your last album you released was Lions Don't Cry.
Yeah, for like a studio record, it was because in March last year we just recorded an EP.
Okay.
And because at home all the musicians of the band are just stayed home at the lockdown, and I thought, well, now we got the time. Normally, we are always traveling, and we don't have the time to record it. So that's the EP, but the last studio
album, yeah.
That was Lions and Cry. That's right.
Because I think I saw on your website you're doing a crowdfunding for your next album.
We did, and
was that for the Lions album?
That's right. We did for the first time. We did a crowdfunding, and it's about because it's a lot of money to record an album.
Yeah.
To record in the studio and with people around it. So we didn't have the money, and just it was a good thing to put out a question. People are waiting for your album. Would you like that or not?
Yeah.
And we did it also this year for a new album. We're recording it at the moment, and we did it also crowdfunding.
Okay.
And we really did again had the collect the money we like more than we expected. So it's we've got a very nice fan base, and I'm glad about it because they've very truth to us. And, and that's the most important thing to me. Just that I want to be. I've been famous like Di-rect, you know. We've seen a lot of things. There was the success was great, but I like to have people in my show who's coming because they like the music, or they're coming because they like to have a good night. Because you just had a top 10 or like you're popular. And that's and it's a long way. I have to be honest for that, but what I see is a lot of people just came, and they coming back, and they brought a lot of friends to meet our music, and if that's happened, then it's
Okay.
going to be bigger.
So what do you get then with the crowdfunding? I mean, if you pay like, I don't know, you pay what, $10, and then do you get a copy of the album and
Yeah, that's right. You've got it's a gift, so it's not like you've got the way if they put some money in it, they get also the credits of it.
Yeah.
This is the thing, people just put some money on, and sometimes they collect about for like an album, you said, or there's a fan box we made with some clothing and everything. Also, you can get a VIP when we have a concert, so I bring them to the sound check and have a little conversation with those. And also, I like cooking, so I thought it was fun to cook for 10 people.
That's cool.
And there were 5 of them who like to do it, so I have to cook 5 times.
Okay.
So we tried to find a day to I'm gonna be cooking. Of course, I could bring my guitar with. So
yeah. So you have to cook around their house, or?
That's right. I'm coming to the house and
in their house. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very personal, and just I like to do it because I like to cook in my normal life. So
yeah.
People,
because you were on a Dutch program called Who is the Chef?
I did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's a few years ago, I think.
Well, it's maybe like 10 years now.
Yeah. So did you have you always liked to cook, or was that sort of your?
After all, yes, and it's from my mom. My mom likes to cook very well, and just to do a lot of cooking for friends and family. And I think that the love for cooking, it's compared with making music, because you've got the same ingredients. You have to put love in the food, and so you get put love to make music. So I think there's a lot of things to compare with those worlds.
So what are you going to cook?
Well, it depends. Some people just don't like meat, and other people like. So I try to find some.
Some common ground.
Yeah,
if you like.
I've got a very great number to
a local restaurant.
Yeah, and if they have the microwave, I'm finished. This week I have to warm it up, and then.
All right, you got anything, Dave?
Yeah, so obviously you're going to be touring this year. It's called the Silver Linings Tour. So that's a single that you've recently released. Is
that's
right. That's going to be part of your new album?
That's right. Yeah. It's I can give you a little scoop, because the artwork of the single Silver Linings is a piece of a bigger one, because my nephew just painted the album cover. So it's coming back, and also the album is going to be called Silver Linings, because we have to put out the good things of it. We have to see the positive way of life.
Every cloud.
Yeah,
that's right. And I don't want to make a lot of direction to COVID or something like that, so I didn't write about that, but more about the feeling if you lose something. How hard is that, or are there other ways, or if there a door closed, always somewhere else is going to be a door open. So see the positive of things. That's I think we need the most, and not every song is going to be about that, but in the line of the whole.
But it's going to be a more positive album then.
It's going to be. It's just there are maybe 3 songs that are pretty. I call that pretty
gloomy.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, well, a little bit sad. There's one song I wrote about my neighbors, but I must, because it's very personal. But it's a lot of aggression over there, and well, it's not that I'm just a little bit sad about it.
Okay.
And I wrote about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can hear him fighting through the wall, or what?
That's right.
Oh, seriously? You can?
Yeah. It's very hard, and we do nothing about it. So it hurts me, and well, when I always start with a melody,
Yeah.
and then I try to find like kind of a movie like that, like a film, and I think what's this is the I can talk about, we just go write about, and this is what happens when I wrote that song, was what this is going to be the song for it.
Yeah.
You know.
I used to live next door to some neighbors like that.
Well,
And
yeah. Oh, you really did? You also
I
did?
really did. I did. They were fighting, and what it was, the guy, they bought their house, and they bought it at the height of the boom, so they overpaid for it. And then when the crash came, the guy had his own business, and they basically lost the business, you know, with the crash and everything. There was no. So for a few years they were struggling on, and they were obviously always fighting about money, you know. Every evening or every night you could hear them both screaming at each other. And one night I had some friends around, and I had a few beers and stuff. And then the guy came around and he asked me to keep the noise down, you know. And I just sort of, I mean, David knows me too well, you know. So I had to do me, and I just said, "What do you mean, you know, keep the noise down? Every night I'm listening to you fighting with your wife." And you know, I just told him to fuck off in the end anyway. So
but that's the hard thing of it, because aggression doesn't solve anything.
No, I know.
Make it worse, but I understand the feelings. A particular thing what I'm talking about is it's about the child, and that makes
they also had a child as well.
Yeah,
but
and any aggression, doesn't matter against who or what, it's hard to hear, and well, it's it's a pretty hard thing, and that's the way of I'm using my emotions when I'm glad or sad, whatever. Just always put it in the music. So
yeah,
it's my way to
well, I did actually, the following day, I did actually go and apologize. I mean, because I spoke to him really badly, you know, and I thought to myself, I was like, well, I really shouldn't have spoken to that. I mean, I know that they told me that they're having troubles, you know, and I know what they're fighting about. And then he's got the cheek to come and tell me to keep my noise down when I'm listening to them shouting and screaming all night. But I thought I really shouldn't have spoken to him the way I spoke to him, you know, because I was quite aggressive, and and I just went around the next day and I said, "Oh, look, I'm really sorry about the way I spoke to you. I shouldn't have reacted in that manner." And he was like, "Oh no, it's okay." And you know, we shook hands and whatever, and you know, we totally understood each other, so it wasn't like we were fighting over the fence, you know.
No, well, that's the thing. If you can help somebody, if you have an ear to listen to.
Yeah.
Once I lived somewhere else, but there was an aggression too, and I heard the guy was yelling and he was hitting his wife and over, and it's just, well, I'm just go to the balcony and just scream about, "Will you please knock off?" Because it's middle of the night where you have the discussion in the night. Well, not when we are at work, and he's coming out, well, like a very aggressive, and he said, well, you come out, I'm gonna fight against you. Well, come out. But the only thing what I try to put in my way with his wife, because otherwise she doesn't survive it. It was very aggressive. So I know this guy. So I came back and got to in the front in the street, and he was coming down too. And I said, "Well, please, I don't want to fight anything, because I like to fight. Come in and just relax. Do you want to have a drink or something?" And just not alcohol, of course.
Yeah.
Like a soda. And
vodka tonic.
Like a Jack Daniels. Just put it in there. But what I did was him put out this situation and put it out as aggressive point where he was in.
Yeah.
And after all, just next day, he just came to, like your neighbor too, just came to apologize, and he said, "Well, I'm so glad you just put me out of this situation, because it was very hard, and I realized what I did, and it's never gonna happen again." So. Well,
that's cool.
Good thing after all, but if you hear aggression, whatever you are, it's I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either, really. Especially when you guys are beating girls up and stuff. It's just
not good.
No,
No.
nobody's got a right to.
That's
Nobody's
not-
got a right to put a hand on anybody, really, unless you're in a boxing match or an MMA ring, you know.
That's right.
Well, even I don't understand that, but there are people are doing. But no, I'm like to play guitar. That's aggressive enough to me. Sometimes electric, most
That's
of the
it.
time acoustic.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had a look at your, obviously your tour in October, November, but prior to that, I've noticed you're doing a songwriting workshop as well.
Well, I do. It means this Saturday, perhaps. Yeah, well, they're gonna put it on later in this year because of course, the good weather doesn't really admire people to come. So this Saturday we just today we decided to put this whole workshop masterclass thing further this year. So there's still people can write if they want to.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what stage it's going to be now, but I like to give my experience to other people.
Yeah. So you just, during that, then you just talk about, you know, where you get your inspiration from and try and help them draw inspiration into their songwriting.
Yeah, that's one of the things what I do. And also there are people just who get their own songs and they let me hear it and I just get my appointment about it. And
Okay.
but it's always fun to share your experience and the way you work with other people or to give them tips where you struggle with. One of them is like, if I wrote a song, I always start with a guitar. It's fine, but most of the time it's the control you have. And sometimes you have to go over the line and search the edge of it. So sometimes I start just whether with a drum beat, or I start with piano, play piano. I can play piano, but because I can't just hear a lot of other progressions than I do on my guitar. So those kind of tips I would just give those people, and sometimes they're useful to them.
Yeah, oh, that's good. That's really good. That is. And then there's another one as well I noticed there. It's called Behind the Music at P60. What's
Right.
that? What does that entail?
Well, it's a kind of thing you do now. It's like an interview about the career and all the stuff around, and also there are people just standing next to me. They're talking about me and just the guy, see Martin is his name. He just give them an interview, and with the answers they gave, he gonna ask me about it, and it's a good combination because you learn a lot about yourself. Sometimes you think you're the thing you're talking, or the thing you're thinking. It's a kind of way, but if somebody's asking, then you're gonna realize or just think, well, I thought that was a good thing, but after a while I think it doesn't. So it's an interview, but there are people just can visit and also gave their questions. And and of course just play a few songs.
Yeah.
All right. Is it like more like is it more like a show then, rather than just an interview? Do you have an audience asking you questions?
Yeah, that's right. Even you've got in Holland, you've got the it's called I've got the name tour. My goodness, college tour.
Okay, yeah.
It's like interviewing in school.
Yeah.
You've got sometimes, so that kind of setup it is, and you've got a lot of stuff from the past. So you get a lot of old footage with my head when I was young, and well, sometimes it's comforting to see it, but
yeah, I bet, yeah. I mean, do you still have any contact with the guys from Di-rect now?
Together, you mean, or?
No, do you have any contact with the guys from Di-rect?
A contact? I thought you said concerts.
No contact.
No, I don't. No, not that much. But last this year, just February, I just had a live stream performance, and asked to Spike, the guitar player for Di-rect, to come to play a few songs together.
Okay.
And our contact is very well. It's good.
Mm.
There's no any
Yeah, no hard feelings.
no hard feelings because I was honest when I quit the band, and I told them, just please go further if you find somebody else to fill in my position, and they did. Like Marcel did
Yeah, yeah,
very well. He's a great singer, and they get a very good sound in his voice, and it's the thing what I want to. That's the direction they like to go to, and turn out very well. So it's easy to say about after 10 years, of course. At the
yeah,
moment,
yeah.
they have got the same um, um, questions
Right.
that I did, because you
Oh,
don't
right.
know where it's gonna end. You don't know if it's gonna work, what you're gonna do. Even I didn't, because I quit some successful and
Yeah.
started on the ground from nothing.
Yeah.
So, well, of course, I was realized myself, maybe it's gonna be not gonna happen or not gonna work. But after 10 years, I can tell everyone, well, this is the best choice I ever made, because we got two things now, and instead of nothing.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Direct carried on with Marcel, as you said, and you carried on doing the solo stuff. So
Yeah, and with the band also, and then
yeah,
the thing is that's what I like about music. There are no rules. It's not like it's good or not. You like it or not.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you either like it or you don't like it, and then
Yeah, and I'm fine with that,
yeah,
because I don't. What I said, I like to have people in front of me who like to come and like to hear the music I make. And if you don't like it, we're good friends. No hard feelings. Go ahead, because I don't want to push anyone to like my music. Also, I've got a lot of artists I don't like.
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, like
Not
Bruce
Iron Maiden, is it?
well, no, I like Iron Maiden. I like no, I really don't. No, I don't like Bruce Springsteen. I don't kind of.
Yeah, yeah. You've already told us that. And you don't like Elvis, and you don't like Buddy Holly.
No, just it's like they use my inspiration.
So how did it all start then, Tim? So when did you first, decide to pick up a guitar and start singing? How old were you?
Well, it's pretty late, because I was 14 when I started with playing guitar, but I realized I was pretty young when I was infected by music, when I heard the magic about a guitar, and it was like 6 years old. My mom always turned some records on the turntable, and just like Don McLean most of the time, and my father was more like the guy who just like the Who or the Wizard, and Uriah Heep. I mean, he turned a lot of
Uriah Heep. Yeah.
Uriah Heep, the
Okay.
Wizard, and so it got a mix of soft rock, singer-songwriter in the 70s, and also the pretty more rock. And when I was 11, like that, I just started to play drums, and with my own money, I just bought a drum. But I can play any drum. But I like Animal from the Muppets.
Yeah.
And after that, on school, there was a teacher just when I was 13, 14 years old. Well, I think you're more a guitar player. I hear you playing on the piano, and I hear you making voices and kind of chords. I think guitar, it's a good instrument to teach you. Like anything of school, I don't like to learn. I don't like if somebody tried to teach me something. I want to do it my own. I want to do it fast. And so I told the teacher, I said, well, I'm sorry, my fingers are too big. I can tell you, my fingers are, the most women have bigger fingers than I do. So, so it was not an excuse, but he gave me a guitar and at home, and I was just had a few chords he taught me, and I was, wow, it was kind of magic between the instrument and me and myself. And just I wrote in maybe like 1 year. No, I think further. I just wrote the first song on my guitar, and it was, wow, this is great. And I was singing also, and I was to try play songs from Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and all kinds of things to figure it out. And now you've got YouTube, you've got everything to learn songs, and at that moment you didn't. So you have to hear a lot of stuff. So I had a very good ear to hear the songs, and just hours and hours I put into to get more better in this guitar. And when I was 15 years old, I started with the band, and like on school, and from that thing it's gonna be further. And when I started to here in The Hague, I worked in a music store. They sell guitars and instruments. And well, to have some money, I was 15 years old like that. And after, when I was 17, I got my own job over there. So I was around with music. I woke up with music, and I would just go to bed with music. That's the whole thing. It's still on, I have to tell you, because it's sometimes I get crazy about it too, because every tone I hear, everything I hear, I just make music. And so when I was young, I realized that this is what I want to be. This is what I'm gonna just like to be a musician. And well, the dream came true.
Yeah, that's cool. So when did you actually start songwriting, and was that at a very young age as well, before you got into Di-rect? Yeah,
it really did. And the first song was a Dutch song, and the funny part of that story is just one of the first songs I ever wrote. It's Mother's Day it's called. And well, some in the back of my memories that I put it, because I never recorded that song. I never did perform it well like that. I wrote it once, and I sing once for my mother, and after that, never. And 15 years later, I got a pitch from a record company, just where we tried to find some songs for Kinder voor Kinderen, children to children. It's a Dutch thing where children playing, and they asked me, do you have a song, or you like to write a song for it? And I thought, wow, that's a song, Mother's Day. I have to figure it out. And I just grabbed my guitar, and I was playing the whole song, in the beginning and the end. I was, what the fuck is this? It's just some collective reminder like that. I put it back on my head, and it came back. And after 15 years, they choose it, and they recorded it. So it's a funny thing. And after that, I really wrote another song. And at the moment, I had a daughter for 2 years, like 3 years maybe, and I asked her to, well, did you have to write a song about for children, and what's the subject you have to write about? And she said, the schoolyard, when you go to school. That's what I like. So I wrote a song about the schoolyard, and it's Rock the Schoolyard, it calls, and it's pretty fun, because when you've got the pitch, and you've got your subject, and you've got your lines, for me it's easy to write songs. If I go with the flow and I try to make it happen, it doesn't make it happen. After really many years, but I learn now when I got the inspiration or not. And if I don't have it, I'm not sad about it. Before I'm just, I could be very angry when I'm not able to sing or to write a song. For now, sometimes I've got a project, and they try to ask me to write a song, and then if it's not coming, it's not coming, and I will wait till it's come, and then I'm on fire, and just a whole song in one day.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah,
no, that's good. That's good. Thank you.
It's a gift, they say, and
it is definitely.
Yeah, and I'm admired about that, because that's what makes me, and that's what I'm also in the time we live in now. That's what it's in my blood. So I never will be like, well, the thing is, it's like Phil Collins. He lost his ear, and his wave of performing. That's me like the horriblest thing. It's a nightmare if you get in that kind of wave living. You hear everything, but you can't put it out, because you don't have the tools to put it out. That's frustrating.
Yeah. It's like a lot of the older singers going definite,
Sorry?
It's like all right. I nearly fell for it.
It's water. It's water. Go on.
But you don't have any problems with your hearing then?
No, still not. But well, I'm very careful about it. If I've watched a performance, somebody, and go to the stage, I always put some
Earplugs,
protection and kind of things, and also like my voice, I'm very straight about that. If it's too noisy, and don't talk, just keep it low. And
Okay.
Okay.
sometimes it's just
Yeah.
so well if I do an interview.
Yeah.
No, I'm really hard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I lose this one, or I lose my hearing, I'm lost.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I'm the same now, because I started going to a lot of gigs over the last maybe 4 or 5 years, and I never used to wear ear protection. And then, you know, your ears would be ringing for 2 to 3 days afterwards, and I'm thinking, man, that's doing damage, and that's going to be, you know, long lasting. So I bought myself a really, really good set, and I'm
great.
wearing them all the time. Yeah.
But that's a good thing, because if you're lost, your dB is never coming back, never recover. It's always stay there, and it's going to be more harder to hear. And well, they're my tools. It's my instrument.
Yeah.
So I'm very
Take care of it.
they're very
Yeah.
So what's next? What's next, Tim?
well, I'm singing the last few songs from the album.
Mm-hmm.
All songs already. I wrote it in 2.5 months, like that, and I recorded like a demo for the band, and I put it to the band, and I said, "Wow, this is the whole album I've got in my mind, and if you want to help me to play with it, it's a good work with each other. We go to the studio and we played it all together, and now I'm just singing every song. And sometimes the lyrics are just a little bit of change, or that's always the hardest part. If you sing a lyric, it's not yours at the moment. You have to learn the words, and you have to fill it down. You always hear a little bit of uncomfortable way of singing. So back and then go back and then go back, and after it's growing, and then I'm happy, and that's finished. So that's what I'm doing now. And well, there's a lot of different projects I'm doing with, and also I did a duet with a Belgian singer called Isabella A. About 2 weeks and 3 weeks ago now, and they're doing well in Belgium. It's a Dutch song, and I'm singing in my own in Dutch, so that's new for me.
Okay.
I've got good
skills.
Yeah, that's right. But it's not like I'm gonna sing in a whole album. I have to say that, but that's one of the things. And we got Silver Linings. It's growing now. It have to be landed to a lot of people. To take time always. And and about 2 weeks now from now, it's there's some new coming thing with a project I work with, and that's gonna be big too.
Okay.
So
what is it then?
Well,
you're not allowed to tell, or
this Sunday I will it will put on the
website,
on the media, and
oh right, okay.
I can tell that much because we have an agreement. So
okay, you have a exclusivity deal or what?
It's like they want to have to put it at the same time, and they're going to tell you this then.
Well, we'll just put this podcast out after it comes out.
I will call you back then. Monday, you're the first one who's gonna hear.
Oh, you can trust us, honestly, you know.
Oh yeah, I do. But I'm just making an agreement. So
yeah, no, it's fine. I'm only joking there. And
I gotta tell you.
Have you got any gigs lined up then?
Yeah. The first one is gonna be on music this Saturday. It's in the Di-rect in Hoofddorp, and it's a small performance, not like with the band. But next week we played at Radio 2 with the band. We're playing Silver Linings live, so that's
Okay.
together again with the band. So I missed
Yeah.
a lot. And well, and then we have still hope. It's from July. It's going to be open, and there are a lot of festivals planned now.
Okay.
So please let be the government be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Everything's opening back up now slowly.
Yeah.
So
Well, if it's have to be time and if the patient is, it is, but it will be fine if they say, well, it's safe now and we can put more put on the door and
yeah, yeah.
we can do what we like to do.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. Look. Hope you come back to Helmond. Did you play in the Cocoa Fabric 2 years ago?
Yeah, we did, but I'm
Yeah,
just,
that was the Tim Plays the Boss, I think.
no, it was an own song, just an Ivy League show we did.
Oh, okay.
But I was just thinking, we didn't play. We're gonna tour this year. Last year,
Yeah.
in October we started, but it was Stan Helmond. If I,
Yeah, in Helmond, yeah, Cocoa Fabric.
yeah,
Oh, it wasn't in there? Oh, okay.
no, we're gonna play that this year.
Okay.
Maybe next year, who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a nice place to play.
Yeah, it's a really nice venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, cool. All right, then, man, we're going to let you go.
I gotta take a walk outside because I'm.
Oh, before you do go, how many guitars have you got?
Well, I'm gonna show you. You can count them if you want to.
Yeah. I can't count past 2.
Well, 21. It's gonna be 21, I guess. 22, like that.
21.
Yeah.
So when you do your live show, then how many typically do you have with you?
Well, that's the thing. I just use 2 guitars.
No, okay.
Yeah, and that's the whole reason about that. Because if I bring them, it's you don't have enough space, of course, in my car. But also, I have to change every song another guitar, and that's, well, I think the audience don't like that. They go, come on, play, go on. So
Yeah.
most of the time, 2 or 3 different kind of guitar, and also Evert, my guitar player in the band, he's the guy who just make every special noise and sounds. He's amazing, and I'm just like only put the chords on there, and that's fine by me.
All right, cool.
That's cool. That's good.
But most of the time, he's just calling me because I've got a lot of special guitars, and he said, "Well, can I bother that one because I have a recording thing, and I like to use the one up." So most of the time, they play guitars. It's Evert.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right then, man. So we'll let you go and get some fresh air.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for coming on. It's been fun.
You recovered.
Yeah, I'm getting there slowly. So like I said, I'm doing physio now. So
it's hard.
Yeah, it's such a weird illness, you know. It affects people in so many different ways as well. And it's
yes, that's the thing, and that's what I told you. Just don't underestimate the danger of it.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm not at work at the moment. I really want to go back to work, and the physio said, "Well, I don't think you're ready," and you know, my girlfriend's like, "Well, we don't think you're ready yet," but yeah, because I get tired really quickly. You know, I do something for 10 minutes, and then I need a nap. So, and I'll sleep with my.
Really? Well, that doesn't good because you lost your freedom.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've lost my freedom for a year already, really.
Oh.
Because we've been stuck inside, haven't we? We couldn't go anywhere. So a couple more weeks are not going to hurt. So
so you don't have to laugh.
yeah, man. But yeah, it's oh god. Yeah, but we're getting there slowly. It's one of the things. I'm like you know, my glass is always half full rather than half empty. So
well, I always say if somebody asks me if it's glass half full or empty, I'm just wondering. I'm looking for the can to put them all.
Yeah, me too.
That's my way of life.
So when your new album is finished, you can come back and talk to us again.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. And
yeah, that'd be great.
Then I can tell you about the scoop I can tell you about.
Yeah.
It'll be old news by then. It'll be like Di-rect breaking up in 2009.
We'll want a new scoop.
Right, take care, guys.
Yeah,
all right, thanks, Tim.
Thank you,
man. Cheers.
Bye. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Go on, get off. Was that?
Yeah, it was good. He's a very, very nice guy. Very nice guy.
I've got to do my breathing exercises, otherwise I can't talk. Yeah, okay.
You'll have to try and catch him in October, November if he comes local. I guess it's a full Dutch tour, isn't it? So there may be something fairly close to you.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, and I'll just shoot him a line and then get a free ticket. So,
yeah,
maybe. No ranting today, so
no. Well, I've actually got a story today.
Oh, okay. Dave's got a story. Go on.
First one ever. So I sat at lunch, and Sarah picked up the story, and I said, "You got to send me that."
Okay.
So let me just get it on my phone a second.
Oh no! Oh no! Your phone might start buzzing now.
No. So there's a woman who's 37 years of age.
Yeah.
And she claims she's had 10 babies all at once.
Okay. So that's like I don't know how many that is. It's more than octuplets.
Yeah, it's Desi toplets.
Oh yeah, Desi
tiplets or something.
Okay. And you don't believe her?
The doctors missed. No. She had a scan, and they found out that she had 6. I don't know if you can see her. That's her there.
Yeah.
So she is a big girl. They were naturally conceived.
Okay.
But she had to have a cesarean.
Right.
The bit that made me laugh is because Sarah's phone was to the side, and I had a look, and it was the lady's name, and her surname is actually Sithole, but I thought it was Shithole when I first seen it.
Okay.
But, so she had all them kids. And,
did she actually have 10, or did they only find 6? Because you said they only saw 6 on the scan.
No, she had 10.
Oh, okay.
She did have 10 kids. So Mrs. Sithole.
Mrs. Sithole.
Yeah, but if she had given birth to him naturally, she wouldn't have been able to sit, would she? After having 10 kids coming through at one go.
Well, they don't come out of your Sithole, do they?
So yeah, it did make me chuckle.
Yeah, I haven't got a story today, so I'm glad you got one. Well, I was just going to look one up, but yeah, Tim's a nice guy, man. I was quite surprised. He was quite loose, and a lot of Dutch people can be quite rigid, I suppose. Okay. They sometimes struggle with the language a bit,
Yeah. No,
but yeah, he did okay actually.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah, but like I said, he sings in English, so he obviously knows English very well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, his English was very good. So
yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, it was nice actually. It was nice. Nicer than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, he's very, very pleasant.
No, not really, but yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
very down to earth, very humble.
Yeah,
and considering he's a really big star here in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And like I said, I remember when he left Di-rect, it was really big news. It was like, wow, we can't believe Tim is leaving Di-rect, and it was like Robbie when Robbie left Take That, if you like.
Yeah.
Same sort of level, It was it's pretty crazy time. So yeah.
Very good.
All right then, mate. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better today. Shoulders
okay.
Sore.
Your back's a bit hurting, you said?
Yeah. It's got some cream to rub into it, so we'll get sorted. I just had to carry the AstroTurf back through the house, so I loosened it up a little bit anyway. So.
I was going to say that'll do you a bit of good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I get Sarah to walk up and down it now when you're laid on the floor.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice.
You'd be right as rain.
She'd be stamping on it with her archery boots on.
All right, so we'll post Tim's socials and everything up when we post the episode.
Yeah.
And I'll send him the link as well, and then maybe he can promote it. And
yeah, sounds good.
If he would, and then not like some other bands that we've
Yeah, it'd be nice. Like you
Good
said,
stuff.
nice to get him back on as well once he's released the album. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think he'll come back on as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we offended him too much.
No, you were well behaved.
I was well behaved, and
You're getting better. Perhaps we'll have to get all the old guests back on now. We could apologise to him and then do another interview.
I don't know. I haven't been that bad.
No, I'm joking.
I was really well behaved with the Freds and
Yes.
Susie Quattro. Well, I haven't misbehaved on any of the guests really.
No, I don't think so.
To be honest, a little bit of a rant was not at a guest, but with a guest.
I think he quite enjoyed that anyway. To be
with
fair,
the guy from
Baz, yeah.
Massive Wagons.
Yeah, Baz found that quite funny. I do believe. The reaction was great. But yeah, it'll be nice for us to meet up with these guys now. So, obviously if I can meet up with Baz and have a beer and a bit of a chat, then likewise, if Tim comes locally to you, you can do the same with Tim. And, I know Susie's over in Holland and she's obviously over in the UK. So it'd be really good to record her on stage. I'd be very, very good and nice to be able to meet up with them. But, with Susie, she's going to be in a bigger venue. So I doubt that'll happen. But we never know. Fingers crossed on it.
All you need to do is email the venue organizer and say, look, we did a podcast, because they'll only put it to the management anyway.
Yeah.
But say, look, we did a podcast with Susie Quattro and we'd like to meet her backstage, and
that'd be fantastic.
If that's possible, and we just like to do a short 5-minute interview.
Yeah.
And then if you take your big massive camera with a muffler on the end, get Sarah to hold it for you. And
we've been looking at add-ons. You can buy add-ons for your iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been looking at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, because she said she's more than happy to do the recording while I'm doing the talking. So we've been looking at bits and pieces for that already.
Oh, right, okay. Because I asked Sherry to do the recording and she told me to fuck off.
No, Sarah, she's for that. So I'm sure she'd be happy to carry whatever she had to carry if she gets to meet Susie Quattro.
But that's the best way to do it. I'm giving away secrets now, so we better continue this discussion off air.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right then, mate.
All right, yeah. Well, good to see you getting better.
Yeah, I'm on the mend, and things are. Like I said, I got physio. I'm curious to see how physio is going to go tomorrow, but we're going in the right direction anyway. So
yeah, no, it's good.
But, yeah. All right then, mate.
Excellent.
Have a good evening, and I'll catch you again.
Speak to you soon.
Over and out.
Ciao.